this problem look familiar?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
the second question in the.
Actually,
Did you try it?
the second try. I didn't try the second one.
I only tried the first one because I failed.
You failed the first one.
I tried the third
And you assumed the second one would also be a fail?
I read it. I read some of the other questions.
Okay, maybe then this is why I'm here then, isn't it? To tell you the answer so you'll never get good at maths. No, to encourage you to get the answer yourself. Okay, so is it possible to pair up the numbers from 0 to 61 in such a way that when we sum each pair, the product of the 31 numbers we get, what the hell,
Very tough question.
is a perfect fifth power? What the hell's he saying? Ugh, is it possible to pair up the numbers? So there's 62 numbers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you sum up each pair, yeah? And you times the numbers together. The thing is a fifth power. Yeah? Is it possible? Why fifth power?
50-50.
Huh?
It's a 50-50.
Okay, so let me tell you how you might try this.
Yeah.
This is a proof writing contest. You fools.
Yeah.
And then you look real dumb when it's a no. But you look like a genius when it's a yes. Yeah. That's how we succeed. So we go to tell our students. So I try to get 60,000 students into the AMC. I tell the first 15,000 to answer A on the first question. I tell the next 15,000 to answer B on the second question. And and so on. And you see, I have 15,000 correct answers on the first question, no matter what. All right. What if you start instead of 1 to 61, you go 0, 1, 2, 3, just like 3. How about that? Oh, okay. How about let's do 4, 5. Yeah? Can you pair these up so that when you sum them, you get a perfect fifth power? How?
0, 5, 1, and 4, 2, and 3.
Oh.
Wait, what?
So you get, that's a 5 cubed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, wait,
So you're saying you get...
It's not a fifth power.
You get 61 to the power of 31. Is that what you're saying? 61 to the power of 31.
So the product of that is 5 to the power of 3. Isn't a perfect fifth power like something to the power of 5?
Yeah, something to like 5. There could be anything. It could be powered something to the multiple of 5, no? Yeah, so that gives you an idea right away. So like if you do 0 plus 62, right? 1 plus 61. Actually, we don't even have 62. 61 and then 60, yeah? Then you get 61 to the power of 31, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, which is not a fifth power, but 61 to the power of 30 is a fifth power. And then you just got 61 left over. 61 might even be prime. Is it prime or not? 61 prime. So you just got to check if it's divisible by 2, 3, 5, or 7. Is it divisible by 2, 3, 5, or 7?
No.
Then it's prime.
Whoa.
So you almost got there. You didn't quite get there. You have 61.
Are we trying to find the answer to the 0 to 5, or are we trying to find the 0 to 61?
Well, I guess there's two things. So for the 0 to 1 to 5, we can find the answers yes for different powers, for 3, yeah? For example. But we haven't found a way to say that the answer is no for certain powers, yeah? There's lots of ways to add them up, yeah? Yeah, like what if I went 5 goes with 2, 3 goes with 4, and 1 goes with 0, then I have 7 squared, right?
Most complex I can get, and that's impossible. Well, it's not too important. Jesus, 32. Okay. Including 2, 2, 8. That's fine.
Hmm.
2, 4, 4.
See, the power of 31 is almost what you want, right? It's almost what you want. Alright, good. You're all thinking about this question now. Want some paper? Yes, paper.
Sure.
This is rubbish. This paper.
This one has 2 10, so
This is paper.
the biggest you can get is 36.
Yes, to write my friend.
Actually, I feel like my ideas here have already. There's already enough ideas here to solve the question.
Your percent.
For the 0, 1, 0 to 5, it's impossible. And that's all I know. The 0 to 5 case is impossible to get the perfect power.
Why is that?
Because the max product you can get is 36. So you can only do 1 and 32. And the ways you can get
36. I feel like I can already get more than 36. I can get 45.
I need to put a 0. I'm smart.
I feel like the things I've already said is not enough to solve the question.
Oh yeah, the max is 45, but the next fifth power is 243, and that's impossible to get to, so it's only 1 and 32. That are the perfect fifth powers.
That's what I say.
Okay, what did you say?
You can only use 1 and 32 for the 0 to 5 case.
Oh, okay, good. So he proved why it can't be fifth powers for 0 to 5 case.
0 to what?
So if you do this example, yeah.
Yeah.
So what he's saying is, if you do 4 and 5, yeah. 2 and 3, 1 and 0, yeah. That number gives you 45, yeah. That's also the biggest number that wait, that's not the biggest number you can get. But something around there is the biggest number you get. Like you can do 2 and 4 is 6, and 3 and 5 give you 48. So like the biggest number you can get with corrupt is like 50. Yeah?
It's 70.
70. 7 times 7. Oh, 7 times 7 is 49. So 49 I think is the biggest number you can get, yeah?
So what's 9 times 6 is 54.
Wait.
Oh, yeah, it's 5.
What?
Yeah, so somewhere around 50, the cube of 3 is like the fifth power of 3
Fifth power.
is big, right?
Yeah, I can get 108.
You can only have like a fifth power of 2 or 1, right?
I can get 108.
108.
5, 1, 2, 4.
Oh.
Wait.
5, 1.
But you have 0, 5, 1,
Oh.
4, 2.
Ah.
5 to the 3.
Yeah, we had 5 cubed before, yeah. What's going on? I had 5 cubed at the first.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why are people ignoring? Okay, 125. It's still small, yeah? It's still too small.
It's 242.
Oh, that's the
24,
max.
32, 24201. 6,
Yeah, so this one can't be a fifth power. But remember, I had this cool idea of making it a 7 squared, remember?
7 square.
Oh man, I want to reveal the answer to you guys.
I'm just gonna try the 0 to 61.
Alright, how about I give you to 5 o'clock? If you don't come up with anything, I'll just reveal my answer. Which may or may not be right. It just seems like it should work.
On to 60. 1, 3. Let's see, 131.
Okay, while we do this, how about I type the question up into... Is it worth it to type it up into...
That's a nice We're such a mouth.
So you guys didn't think about this at all last week?
I was sick, but I thought of the questions. I thought of question 3 this morning. I skipped question 1 and 2.
It's 2 week due date. It's 1 week is already over. I've not considered the second question.
I read it and thought like 2 minutes about it, and then I gave up.
Okay, so I think I need to emphasize what I want out of the homework again. Did I say this last week or not? Okay, tell me if I said it or not. Someone who's only on Monday tell me, because sometimes I get confused who I tell this to. Huh?
How I do and that other do.
So I think people are taking the wrong messages from this. So my main message about homework is like, you got to spend the time. Okay, I don't care if you do it or not. Understand? I would rather you meditate for 4 hours a week doing nothing, yeah, than like insta solving all the questions in 2 minutes. Does that make sense? So like if you do 4 hours a week, as long as it's not maths, it could be nothing. Okay, as long as you're not doing something other than maths, you could do nothing. Yeah. Okay. I don't need people to insta solve the problems, but I did mention that not people didn't solve that many problems, right? And I've never seen anyone 2 minute insta solve the problems correctly. Okay. So if you want to get better at this, it's really about putting the time in. It's not about getting the work done. Does that make sense? So maybe in your life, you've been brought up with the idea that if you finish your work, you can go play the games. Yeah, maybe that's the culture that you live in, right? But that will set you on a path to sort of a very superficial life, okay? And I want to set you on the path to greatness. Definitely not what you're used to. You're probably gaming right now.
Reading some email about some techniques.
See? He's so brainwashed by this other culture that he doesn't even understand what I'm saying. He cannot sense the goodness, he cannot see the goodness, he cannot judge for himself, he cannot think. He is just an empty vessel, reflecting the ideas of other empty vessels.
What?
It's like, oh, okay, I won't apply this email. One small step for you.
I feel like I always have the idea, and the idea that works.
Wow.
So
Zero
great.
brightness.
Ah, no, I can't work. I'm too smart. 531 times 61. Okay, whatever. What am I doing? Oh,
No, I'll show you. Did I show people LaTeX last Monday, Stefan? Stefan, you can be like the class president of this class.
You should open.
Yeah, but you didn't show latex
You
stuff.
feel like how to write latex.
Okay, well, we'll do that when we finish this problem.
I
How
have to
that?
arrange 31 numbers into X.
The whole point of people bringing laptops was so that you could do something with LaTeX. The gaming was secondary.
No, this just wasn't fun.
I have an idea. I have a brilliant idea. List the factors from every number from 1 to 61.
Wow.
9.
69.
Yeah, so the whole point, like, these kind of questions, okay, like, the beauty of these kind of questions is you had, like, so I released these in the holidays, okay? You get to spend a long time thinking about it, okay? See, if you think about it and give up in 2 minutes, you don't give yourself the opportunity. It's like, what would I have noticed if I had thought about this for 1 hour? What would I have noticed if I looked at this for 2 hours?
Greatness
Hmm.
is not me.
Like, if I solve this problem in 2 minutes, do you think it's just because I solve every problem in 2 minutes? That's not the case. I spent like 20 hours solving this AMC middle primary question.
What? Which one? Which question?
It's like 2010 question 30.
Oh.
It was like,
hard?
well, the thing is, if you just guess, you get the right answer. But you got like, I was trying to prove why that's the answer,
Oh.
and I was trying to think like an 8-year-old, and what tools are available as an 8-year-old.
Essentially.
It was a pretty interesting question. There's videos on it. I made some videos on it, but it's like, yeah. So I was just there with my son, just like drawing. It was a question about like a 5x6 grid, and you draw a triangle, and the question is like, what's the biggest number of grid squares you can cut using the edges of the triangle?
Oh my.
Oh.
Do guess and check.
Yeah. Like in the test, it would be really easy because you wouldn't think too much. You would just draw a triangle and count the grid squares, and that happens to work because basically no matter how you draw the triangle, it gives you the right answer. But the question was why?
Why?
Because
Philosophy class. Why?
Alright, try to ask some questions, Max. People ask questions.
Why?
Use your questions as your
Why
ticket
can't I
to
solve
freedom.
this? Why
Free
can't I
yourself.
solve this? I am idiotic.
But see, that's the problem, right? Like now we're in like the week before it's due, right? And we're solving it under like 10-minute time pressure, like it's like an exam, right? That is not the natural form of this question, you know what I'm saying? This is what happens when like a necessity has not been addressed. It turns into a priority in the most stressful way. So I put this on Discord on like the second week of holidays, or the first week, somewhere in between, the middle of the holidays, yeah?
our bit powers only divisible by its self, 1, and bit powers are smaller.
Maybe.
Huh?
Something.
Fifth powers can be divisible by anything.
Okay.
But like, I mean, if you divide it by a fifth power, it'll still be a fifth power.
Yeah.
So like here, if it's 61 to the power of 31, right? like this 61 to the power of 30 is a fifth power, right? So then, like, to see if the whole thing is a fifth power, you just need to check if 61 is a fifth power. Yeah.
My hard work actually might pay off because I am actually seeing something.
See, this guy is like,
Actually, no, I can't see anything. Only
no, but he's like, you would root for this guy, you know what I mean? Like,
I would not root for myself.
so
to see
basically,
numbers.
like, why would people support you? Like, if people don't know you, right? Why would they support you, like, on the sideline? Like, you're doing I mean, there's no people on the sideline, but you're doing a contest, and people just don't know you. Why would they even want you to succeed, right?
I don't know.
Because they want you to succeed if you represent something that's worthy of that success. Do you understand?
Oh no, I have to write 2 2s again.
He tries the cases for lots of the problems. Like you want someone like that to succeed. You know what I'm saying?
Another 2 2.
Yeah.
The 2 2.
Like what about the stereotypical people who are like, oh, they just don't try at all, but they get good at everything?
What?
Do you really want them to succeed?
Yes.
Do you even care if they succeed?
No.
It
Yes.
doesn't mean anything if they
Maybe.
succeed, you know?
It's not.
Do all questions have like a shortcut that's not like just
See?
guessing and checking?
Shortcut, see? How did I come to this? Well, I mean, there was this idea that,
One's useless.
like,
actually.
you know, one way to find, see, like, this question is ultimately going to, like, have a solution that's less than one page, right? Probably, yeah? So one way to solve all questions like that is just to type all the combinations of letters that can fill a page, right? And then in that list will be all the solutions to all the questions of this form, yeah? Yeah, but even if there was, you know, like, is chess a win for white? You know, and I tell you it is a win for white, and then you feel enlightened.
Feels confused.
It's like, oh, got 3 minutes.
Already?
Yeah. Unfortunately, life is like this now. The funny thing is, you know, I give people practice exams, right? And I used to make them take the practice exam in class, right? So there'd be like 4 hours where they just took an exam and then they went home. Okay. And then they're like, what the hell is this? We just took an exam and went home. And it's like, we could have done this at home, right? And I'm like, but you didn't.
I just read 0 1 line Zealand Math
Like,
You're like, wait a minute.
That
1
was a
0.
bad
Oh, what?
So if you have like 10,000 hours of even unsupervised learning, you could be a master of stuff. Yeah, that's what that 10,000 hour rule was meant to be about. Imagine having 10,000 hours of supervised learning. That could be another order of magnitude altogether. But you can't be supervised by a retarded person because that would make it even harder to learn. But yeah.
10,000 hours of life makes me an expert. Like, no,
Well, you think about like Hai Bing. He started pretty much from nothing. About 3,000 hours of supervised learning. I mean, not directly supervised, but it's
nice.
from nothing to the best in New South Wales in 3,5 hours.
3,000 and all. That's
Yeah, I think him and Aaron and these other people, they spent a lot of time on the homework. Yeah, they couldn't necessarily solve any of the problems, right? It certainly wasn't they weren't usually people when they're like pretty smart, they expect to solve like the whole homework set. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's just important to give you something to think about. Sometimes I feel like if you solve the whole homework set, then like
You cheat.
I've denied you the opportunities to maximize your time spent, right? Alright. Let's see if this works. I mean, I think we had this thing. We have 1 times 5, yeah? Oops. So we have 0, 5, 1, 4, 2, 3, yeah? That gives us 5 cubed, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we had this other little trick we just found that was like, you could do 5, 2, yeah? 3, 4, yeah? And then 1, 0, yeah? And they give you 7 squared, yeah? See that?
Interesting. I mean, that's what
You can get 1 square.
So that allows you to lower the power by 1, right?
Wow.
like,
Wait, let me try this on 7 squared.
Why do you want to go up? So, but look at, you have 61 to the power of 31, yeah? You lower the power by 1.
1.
Power of 60. See what I'm saying?
That doesn't make sense. I'm so small.
So you pair 0 and 1 together. And you do 2 and 61.
63.
Oh yeah, but that's a power of 3 now.
3 plus 60.
No way, I'm this stupid.
63 to the power of 30.
63 to the power of 30, yeah?
That's
That's a perfect fifth power.
3.
So this answers your question, right? Is there always a shortcut? So usually you take a long time to find the shortcut. Yeah? But it's not about shortcuts, do you understand? See, like most of theoretical stuff, like maths, it's not about the shortcut. It's usually whether it's possible or not in principle to even do it, you know? Actually doing it, this is almost another thing altogether. Do you guys understand this? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think that solves the problem?
Maybe. I don't see anything with that though.
You don't see anything with that. You didn't understand what I was saying.
No, I understand like the thing. Wait, never mind.
Can you do it?
So do you see I get 63 to the power of 30?
Yeah.
And can you see that is equal to 63 to the power of 6
Oh yeah.
to the power of 5?
Oh my god, come on. Okay, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I've helped you a little bit. So, I mean, I've done you a service and a disservice at the same time, you see? Because if you hadn't really fully spent the time on this, you would never really know if you could solve it yourself or not, right? So in that sense, I've done you a disservice. For some people who would have just given up forever, like maybe you, I've done you maybe a service. Because now you see this, is this something that you could have done,
Yes.
you think?
No.
Is it within your ability?
If I try for now on maybe
Maybe slight.
Yeah, so this is called burning a problem, okay? Not for me, I solved it. I solved it right in front of you. But for you, you got a problem burned for you. That's not particularly good, but there's lots of problems, so that's a good thing. I mean, there's another how many problems? There's another 6 problems in this thing alone. See, 31 numbers. Okay, who wants to be the person who writes their solution up on the Discord? I mean the overleaf.
I mean, I know how to. On my computer, I have a battery, so.
Just marking.
Okay, so you can see the LaTeX link is on
It's on
Oh.
the Discord.
the Discord, right? It's notes and resources. You can see homework submissions.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
I showed you this last week, right?
Yeah.
I did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so then, and I think you guys should prioritize maths a bit more, yeah? I mean, like you guys are all smart enough that you can be really good at maths, and that could mean something in your lives, okay? It's not a joke.
Counting.
Okay, so you look at the homework, yeah? So we got, see, Stefan's logged in, see? That's a sign of, see, that's someone you want to succeed right there. Okay, so if you look at, oh, have you seen this crap that Liam's put up there, Stefan?
Oh, yeah.
This annoying person.
Should we have like the hide function?
Um,
For what?
So you just draw it.
he just wrote in his book and then pasted the images in.
Decided of typing.
Why couldn't you just type it out? Which is. Oh, you solved the first.
Wait, you did?
No.
So the second one as well. Why is it so simple?
Yeah, and then we typed in the solution for problem 1, see? So you type the problem and then you type a solution. See, all the people type their solutions. It's funny, we don't even need to use the hide function because people write so illegibly. You need to put dollar signs around the math. There's only one rule in LaTeX and they failed.
What? Use dollar sign. What does dollar signs do?
Make
It makes it look maths.
Equation-y.
Yeah.
It makes it look better. AS.
Oh, okay. So Andy wrote a solution. Let's see if his proof agrees with ours. Yes, it is possible to pair up the numbers such that the product is the fifth power. By pairing 0 and 1, then 2 with 61, 3 with 60, the product is 62 to the power of 30, which is the fifth power. Yeah, that's a good proof, yeah? See? So who wants to write up this proof? Anyone?
Alright.
It's like your proof, same as Andy's. Sus. Okay. You know, I mean, sometimes if you read someone else's proof, you won't see there's a point to writing it anymore. Okay, so is it possible to pair the numbers from 0 crap to 61 such that the product of the sum of the pairs is a perfect fifth power? Okay. So you might want to begin proof here, yeah? Begin proof.
Begin proof.
It used to just do end proof automatically, but it depends if you're on, I don't know, for me, for source legacy it does, but source it has,
Begin.
okay, so maybe I'll be like, this is written by MS, yeah?
My son. Written by my son.
S. Okay, so you might want to write your own proofs. Is possible.
It is possible.
Wow, nice proof.
No, that's not the end of the proof. That's just the end of the
It
sentence.
is possible. The proof.
It is possible.
The answer.
Yo.
Yes.
Yes. So if we got. So if we guessed yes, we would have been the genius. Yes.
Possible. W.
Yes. W. Let's go. What a win.
So we first pair 0 and 1,
Exponent.
which does not affect the product.
Can.
Next, we pair. Okay, so this is maybe a concise way of saying it. We pair K with 63 minus K for all K between greater than 2, yeah? Okay, so this is a bit extreme here. How many K's am I doing this for? So I know I'm starting at 2, right?
Yes.
And I need 31 of these, right? So I just need to go up to 30, yeah? Okay. Wait, I need 30, so I need to go to 29. Wait, I need to go to 31. The hell?
We got school. We already got school there. Guys, look at all the stuff he has.
Again, you're being distracted. Wait, either you're watching me do this or you do it yourself, yeah? Why are you doing other stuff?
What the thing?
Hmm. Do people start bad at birth, or do they get bad as they get older?
Both.
Both.
Both can happen.
And then you're just at a really rock bottom. One might say.
You get bad at it, you go bad at it.
You start
You get
bad and
worse.
you get worse.
You get worse.
You start bad and you get worse.
You first pattern.
I mean, that's kind of the case, right? Because imagine, like, if you're dumb, right? You're making dumb decisions, which affects your ability to get smarter, right?
Yes.
Like, think about it. Like, everyone's trying to be, like, not only are they trying to be kind of smart, they're trying to maximize the increase of smartness as well, right? So you're trying to get as smart as you can get in the future, right? But what if, like, you're too dumb to do it optimally, right?
Wow.
And then so then like you're not as smart as you could be in the future, and then at that point you're not as smart as you could be to make the right decision to get it smart, maximally smart in the future again. So you're like exponentially getting stupid.
Smart theory.
So each of these 30 pairs sum to 63.
Yeah, I thought it said $30. I'm like, what?
What's LEQ?
Less than or implicit? Less than. Proof by AS, use dollar signs. Let me add in dollar signs.
Is that yours?
Is there an angle thing?
Huh?
Is there an angle symbol? Or you just put angle?
Angle. Oh yeah, I mean I gave an example already, so you can just look at that example. See?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So one day you won't be
someone else's proof.
Okay. Which is a fifth power as required. Ugh. I might even add some motivation. Okay, so I can begin remark. Yes. Oh, what? It doesn't recognize my remark. Okay. A motivation for this solution is that if you just head of the ends of the triangle. Oh, why am I writing triangles now? You made me think triangles.
Does Leon come here anymore?
Yes. He comes on other days.
It comes on Tuesdays.
Leon is too mature. No, I'm just kidding.
Too mature. Oh, that's about
0 and 1.
61 to the power of 31.
Which is cool.
so.
Alright, let's see what this typing has amounted to.
What's that? What's that? What the name is it? Target something? The music. So then you do with the name. Something key.
Yeah, so this is a proof, people. You see the proof?
I see.
So the proof is like, okay, so it's more than just the proof. It's also the answer to the question. Yeah, it's like yes, it is, and then it's the proof. So this is a proof by construction, yeah, by example. See, look, remark. The remark made it in there too. See?
Wow, that's crazy. Wait, does it automatically put the 2.1?
Yeah, you can remove the 2.1 if you put an asterisk next to the remark. Okay. So do you understand?
Yes.
You should be spending more time. See, actually, yeah. Actually, the thing I should tell you is pretty cool. Okay, so you got that, yeah?